right, we just recorded our first 20-minute Pilates thing. It was supposed to be 15, but I can't. I guess I overcount and overdo time. So I'm realizing that in order to do these 20 minutes, you have to have a base understanding of some of the Pilates exercises we're doing, because I'm not giving a ton of modifications. It's hard to cue in that quick. We're just rolling through the exercises. So for this 20-minute one, we're just going to go over some of the very basic beginnings of Pilates, so that you know the proper core cues and the hip placements and stuff like that. And then maybe you could jump into the 20-minute ones if you really want 20 minutes and don't want the 45 minutes. So let's just start. When you're standing, your body's in a neutral form. Your shoulders are down your back. We're avoiding shrugging up here. It's easy to get up here. Slide the shoulders down, and your pelvis is neutral. So what I don't want you to do is tuck your pelvis way in and round your spine, because you don't want to strengthen your core in this rounded position. You want to strengthen your core in the position you want to stand in all day, all the time, right? When you need a little bit extra support, you'll add that tiny little pelvic tilt. So it'll be just tiny, not a full squeezing pelvic tilt, to get the little extra support for your lower back. So let's start on the ground, all the way down flat. Bring your hands into your pelvic triangle, so your tips of your fingers are in your pubic bone, the tops of your hands are up on your tops of your hip bones, and right now you should be able to have a little cup of tea sitting in that pelvic triangle. It's not spilling in any direction. Bring your heels right in line with your sit bones, and now spill all that tea into your belly button and peel yourself off one vertebrae at a time, so you're up in this bridge position. Your tush is squeezed as tight as you can, your shoulders are relaxed, your knees are facing straight forward. Use your core now to roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time, all the way down, all the way through to that neutral pelvis. So you're back to that neutral pelvis. Now hug the ribs in, pull the belly button in, tip the pelvis back, and peel yourself off into that bridge. Double check your knees, they're pointing straight, and roll down one vertebrae at a time. So you're getting some good articulation of your lower back and into your whole spine. Inhale, exhale, peel yourself off. Good. Inhale, stay, keeping your core tight. And exhale, roll all the way down, all the way through to that neutral pelvis. So your pelvis is neutral right here. You have a grape under your lower back, and it's just hanging out. Now add that tiny little pelvic tilt. It's called an imprint, and your grape should get elongated. You're not fully mashing the grape. It's just a little elongation. Bring one knee up, and then bring it down. Hug the ribs in tight, lift it up, and bring it down. So you should feel really strong in your core right here. Nothing is moving, just that leg is moving. You're not loafing out your legs. You should feel a little bit of work when you bring your legs up. Good. Hug the ribs in nice and tight. So when I say hug your ribs in tight, you want to inhale and then exhale like you're breathing through a straw. You're exhaling through a straw. Your ribs you're trying to draw closer together. You're firing your transverse abdominis doing it that way. Good. Keep your legs going, or if you can, bring both legs straight up and both legs just tap the toes down. Good. Now notice if you needed to add a little bit more of an imprint right there, because you don't want your lower back to be lifting and lowering. Another way to think of firing your transverse abdominis is if you cough and hold your core right where you cough. Because when you cough, your transverse abdominis just fires. You can't help it at all. So cough and hold your core right there, and you're going to breathe into your upper lungs like fish gills. It's not the way you want to breathe all the way through your whole life, but you want to breathe that way in Pilates, or if you're going to lift up a bag of groceries or something, you want to fire that transverse that wraps around and supports everything. Compress the core really strong. Good. Hold your legs up, hold them up. Where's that imprint in your lower back, or neutral if you feel strong enough? Arms come down by your sides. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Slide your shoulders down into your back pockets and curl yourself up. So you're reaching your hands through, your gaze is looking through your legs, so you have a little space between your chin and your chest. You have a pretty neutral curve of your cervical spine, and go into single leg stretch, reaching your leg long, and then switch. Good. Reaching your leg long, push your belly button in. You can reach it more straight towards the ceiling if you want to keep your lower back strong. The most important thing in Pilates is having good form. You want to be thoughtful, and you want to have good form. So in these Pilates 20-minute videos, if they're going too fast for you to feel like you're having good form, slow it down on your own. Modify on your own. Stretch it long. Compress and reach. Reach as long as you can. Good. Long as in length, not time. Reach. Keep your legs going. Now bring your hands behind your head and go straight into bicycles. It's slow. We're going super slow. Reach it long. Your legs are going straight out from your sit bones. Is your core, your transverse still firing? Are you still in that cough position, hugging your ribs in? Keep your elbows nice and open and you're reaching for your armpit towards your knee. Reach your armpit towards your knee. Extend your legs long. Listen to your body if you need to bring your legs more towards the ceiling or even drop your legs and just do your lower body. You can always add on as things go on. Reach, compress and reach. Exhale, 4. Stretch. 3. Good, compress. 2. Excellent job. Last time. Let's bring both legs up into tabletop. Hug the ribs in tight again. Pull the pelvic floor up. That's the base of your core. Lifting your pelvic floor up, hugging the ribs. Bring your thumbs to your shoulders. Stretch your arms and your legs away from you, stretching them long, circle, and bend. Notice how my upper body is not lifting and lowering. Inhale, reach your arms up by your ears. Exhale, circle. You're determining the lowering of your legs, where it feels good for you, where you can still have control of your back. Inhale, 4, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, 3, reach it, reach it, reach it. Exhale. Inhale, 2, stretch. One more. Inhale, reach. Curl up as tight as you can. Now lift up as tight as you can. Extend your legs straight up to the ceiling. Reach up towards one leg as you lower the other leg down. We're going into scissors. Right here, push your belly button in. When you're holding onto your leg, it's easy to focus on the stretch instead of the core, and then switch and hold. Your gaze is looking through your legs. Your other leg's just hovering over the floor. Push your belly button towards the floor. Reach. Good. Now there's always ways to modify and make it more challenging for you. If you don't want to hold on, you can have your hands just hover. If you need to support your head, you can support your head, or even lower your upper body if you want to. Reach. Hug the ribs in tight. Stretching your leg as straight as you can. Good. 4. Excellent. 3. 2 more. 2. 1 more each side. Bend both knees in. Curl up tight and relax it down. Let's flip ourselves over onto our belly. We're just going through a whole range, forward, back, up and down, just so you can get a little basis of the proper form for everything. Straighten your legs, and now your legs are long, like they're right in line with your sit bones. Take an ice cube, pretend one, or a real one, and stick it underneath your belly button. Right away, you should pull your belly button away from that ice cube, like, oh, that's cold. Pull the belly button away from the ice cube. Reach your right arm and left leg away from you and up, stretching it as far away from you as you can and straight down. Switch sides. So with this one, it's more important to get that length instead of the height. You're not trying to get up very high. You're stretching long. You're keeping this out of your lower back. Reach your body long. Where's that ice cube? We tend to push our belly buttons into the mat when you lift your legs and arms, but try to keep it away, engaging that core. Cough and hold. On this next one, bring both upper body and lower body up and go into full swimming. So you're tucking that chin down through the crown of your head. You're reaching through the crown of your head, reaching through your fingertips, reaching through your toes, stretching. Make sure you're breathing. You can inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch it long. 4. Exhale. 3. And exhale. Keep reaching as far away as you can. 1 more. Where's that belly button? Hold it steady. Stretch and lengthen it down. Pushing yourself all the way up onto all fours and just round your back. Relax your neck. Stretch it out. Good job. Lie all the way down onto your side. We'll do a little bit of side work so we can feel that side. Hand comes onto your hip. Hips are stacked straight up on top of each other. Lift the pelvic floor up. Hug the ribs in together. Brace yourself if you're getting punched in the stomach. Everything right here is strong and long. You're not hanging out and reading a book. Slide your arm down your leg and reach ribs to hips, shortening this distance and lengthen it straight back down. Lengthen it up and bring it straight back down. Exhale, compress your core and reach upper body and lower body and bring down. So you compress first and then lift it up. Good. Excellent. Make sure you're not rolling back onto your hips. If you have a really bony hips, you can put a pillow, like a little blanket or something underneath your hips. I'd rather have you modify that way instead of rolling onto your tush. So I tend to see a lot of people come back here. We're going right into the side. 2 more. Compress first and lift. 1 more. Hold this one up, hold it up, and quick little scissors of the legs. Good. Really reaching your arm long, shorten the distance right here. Scissors, scissors, scissors. Push your belly button in. We've got 4, 3, 2. Hold it steady and up, and lengthen it straight down. We're gonna do one of my favorites. I love it. Inhale, arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, ribs to hips. Hold it right here and bring your arm up by your ear. Then lengthen it slowly back down. Good. Inhale, reach it up. Hold it up and bring your arm up. Now stick with that, or we're going to go into the full one. So you come up into a crooked boat. Inhale. Exhale, roll up onto your side. You can have bent knees and hold on. You're crooked. You're on mostly one bum cheek. Then open it back up to the front. Then lengthen it all the way back down. Shorten the distance, ribs to hips. Then roll yourself up into that crooked teaser or boat. You can hold or not hold. Open it back up to the front and lengthen it straight back down. You got it. Ribs to hips. Good. Hug the ribs in and lift. You choosing your level. Open it back up first. Try not to lower too much. And then lengthen it all the way back down. Last one. Did I say one more before? Up. Pull the belly button in and reach. Open back up to the front. And then lengthen it all the way back down. Roll yourself onto your back. Your legs are long. Bring your arms over your head. Right now, take your one hand and place it on your lower rib cage. Are your ribs separated and popped up towards the sky like you're stretching your core? Hug them together. Brace that core really tight, even with your arms over your head. So we're not stretching till the end, right? Ribs hugged in. Inhale, reach your arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull your belly button in and peel yourself off. Remember, you can walk up your legs, and then once you're at the top, straighten and push your belly button back. So right here, if someone looked at us, they'd be like, wow, that whole group is really unflexible. But what we're trying to do here is separate between our spine instead of folding over and stretching our hamstring. Push your belly button back, reach your hands and your feet away from you, relax your arms down, and stack yourself up like you're stacking up a pole up the back. So you're sitting up tall. Now tuck the pelvis under and roll down slow, one vertebrae at a time. Hold on for support if you want. Slow, 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 slow. Arms come over your head without the ribs popping up. They stay tight. Inhale, arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, look towards your feet and peel yourself off one vertebrae at a time. Keep pushing your belly button back as you reach your hands and your feet forward. Relax your arms and stack yourself up. Let's switch sides for the leg stuff on the other side. Good. So there's a lot of stretching, but we've got our core engaged the whole time in this class. One straight line, hand on top of your hips, ribs to hips. Shorten that distance. Straighten and lengthen it long. Compress the core and reach, ribs to hips and up, and lengthen it straight back down. I don't know that, I'm not all the way on the screen on my, it's so confusing outside. I can't totally see. Compress the core first and reach, ribs to hips. Good. 2 more like that. Remember, you're not rolling back. You want those hips straight up on top of each other. Last time. Hold this one up. Hold it up. And then quick little scissors of the legs. Let me move back. Keep scissoring. Quick, 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 quick little scissors. I think maybe then I'll be all the way in the mat. I don't know. Hopefully you're still scissoring, right? You're still scissoring. 4, 3, 2. Straighten your legs and lengthen it back down. Let's go on to that full sideways one. So inhale. Shorten the distance between ribs and hips. Stay here. And bring your arm up by your ear. Then slowly unpeel yourself down. Inhale, arm. Exhale, compress and lift. Stay up and bring your arm up by your ear. Then lengthen. Stick with that or come into the full. Inhale, ribs to hips. Exhale, roll up into a boat or a teaser. Compress the core. Open it back up to the front onto your hip bone and lengthen it straight back down. Inhale, shorten the distance between ribs and hips. This is one of my favorite exercises. And I think it's because it's a little bit of a booty massage. And lengthen it straight back down. Compress first, ribs to hips. Then roll yourself up. Remember your options. Open back up to the front. And then lengthen it straight back down. Let's do 2 more. Ribs to hips. And reach. Open it back up to the front. And lengthen it back down. Last time. Hug the ribs in and reach. Shorten that distance. Roll yourself up. Open it back up to the front and lengthen it all the way back down onto your back. Good. Roll yourself onto your back again. Hug the ribs in nice and tight. Inhale, reach your arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, pull your belly button in, peel yourself up. Keep pushing your belly button back as you reach your hands and your feet forward. Stretch and stack it up. Come into a butterfly stretch. So feet together, knees apart. Keep pushing the belly button back and just open up your hips a little bit. Give your hip flexors a little break. Then you're going to roll yourself back onto the backs of your sit bones into boat. So you're nice and long, chest is lifted, watch the shoulders. This is what I see a lot. mostly when I'm looking in the mirror, into boat. You're supporting yourself. If this feels good, you can let go of your hands and just support yourself here, or you can start straightening your legs. Let's hold on for the start and then roll yourself down. Slowly, slowly, slowly bring your arms over your head. Remember, you're not stretching, your ribs are hugged together. Inhale, arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, look towards your feet. Upper body and lower body comes up into boat. Lifting the chest. Boat's not rounded like this. Boat is lifted. Letting go of your hands. Slowly roll down. Slow, 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 slow. Arms come over your head. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, hug the ribs in into boat or teaser. Inhale, stay, or bring your arms up by your ears. Now exhale, slowly unpeel your spine all the way down 1 vertebrae at a time. Last time, inhale, arms. Exhale, up into boat or teaser. Inhale, stay, or bring your arms up. Then exhale, slowly roll yourself down. Good. We're going to go into rollover. Let's start with the rollover prep. Cross the ankles, knees are out, shoulder width apart. Arms are down by your sides. Your pelvis is in that neutral position. The cup of tea is sitting in your pelvic triangle right now. Now spill all that tea and peel yourself up. You can use your hands. You want to get your back off a little bit. Inhale, stay, and then exhale, unpeel your spine into the prep, the starting position. Inhale, exhale, compress your core and lift up. Use your hands. Inhale, stay, and then exhale, unwind. So you want to keep most of the pressure on your upper back, not on your neck. You should be able to still sway your head back and forth or swallow. Exhale up, inhale, stay. Right here, you should be able to swallow, and then exhale, unwind. Let's try the full rollover if you want. Uncross your ankles and straighten your legs. Inhale, hinge. It's the same as the other one if you want to follow along. Exhale over. Instead of staying, you're going to lower your feet towards the floor and lift. Then separate them shoulder width apart and flex your feet and roll down. So it's a lot to think about in one breath, but you can do it. Bring your feet together. Inhale, hinge. Exhale over. Inhale, lower, lift, separate, and flex. And then slowly roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Same breathing as the prep. You're just adding all this extra leg stuff, right? Inhale, hinge. Exhale, pull yourself over. Watch your neck. Inhale, lower, lift, separate, and flex. You should still be able to swallow. You're on your upper back. Slow, slow, slowly, slowly, slowly. Hold onto the backs of your legs and roll yourself up. Good job on those. Notice how I just let you roll up using your legs instead of doing a roll up. All right, let's finish with the mermaid. It's a super confusing one to get into, but once you get it, it feels really great. So bend this bottom leg and point it to the long end of your mat, right? Then place the heel of the other foot in the U of that ankle. And then bring your hand to the side of your body. We typically put our hands behind us. How many of you just did that? Bring your hand midline of your body, right in the middle of your body. Super important to have a strong shoulder girdle here. If you don't want to come into full mermaid, come down onto your elbow and reach over. So you don't have to come all the way up onto, if it doesn't feel good on your wrists and stuff, there's lots of modifications. Inhale, exhale, slide your shoulder down your back and roll onto your shin, making a big rainbow. So you're drawing your hand down, you're reaching your waist towards the sky, and you're opening your top hip. Good. Where's that shoulder? Strong. Inhale, bring your arm up, and then exhale, have a seat. Inhale. Exhale, slide your shoulder down your back and reach, making a big rainbow, opening it up. You're stretching, but your core is still firing. Inhale, arm, and exhale, bring it down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, last one like this. Excellent. Big stretch. Inhale, arm. Stick with that, or if you want to come into the full, let's go for it. It's not necessarily harder, but it's just different. Inhale, exhale, squeeze your inner thighs together and straighten your legs. You might have to adjust a little bit, drawing that big rainbow, reaching your fingers and your toes towards the floor and your hips towards the ceiling. Bring your arms straight up, and then have a seat. Inhale, exhale, squeeze your inner thighs together, coming up into that big rainbow. Inhale, stay and bring your arm up, and then exhale, have a seat. Let's switch sides. Remember your options for mermaid. If you just want to stay down and stretch your sides here, go for it. Otherwise, hand comes midline your body. Bottom leg is pointing to the long end of your mat. Top leg has the heel in the U of your ankle. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Middle finger is pointing away from you. Strong shoulder. No sinking in. Strong shoulder. If you're sinking in, modify. Inhale, arm. Exhale onto your shin. Make a big rainbow. Inhale, arm, and exhale. So with Pilates, it's really important to focus on your form. to focus on every movement of your body and having it be in a proper alignment. We're trying to do most of it in a neutral form so that you're strong in your neutral form or with a tiny little imprint. Good, let's do one more. Compressing the core. You can cough and hold your core in, breathing in through your upper lungs anytime you want through the day to practice that, not the whole day. Inhale, come into the full if you want, squeeze your inner thighs. So it's a good way to practice engaging your core, supporting your spine, and all the way back down. Inhale, you can do it while doing dishes. Just take a few moments to practice how you're gonna hold your core during a Pilates class. Let's do one more. Inhale, arm, exhale, slide the shoulder down and reach. And as with Pilates, there's a lot of breathing involved. If the breathing is confusing you at the beginning, just breathe. You don't have to follow along with my breathing. Just sit comfortable, whatever is comfortable for you. So that was just kind of going through a series of the Pilates stuff, going through some simple cueing to try to help if you want to join in on the 20-minute ones, but they do move pretty quickly. But you should be able to modify. If you can think of how to modify, just focus on keeping the strong shoulder, the strong engaged core, the pelvic floor is lifted up. Think, oh, I don't know if this is right, and your chin's tucked down here and be like, that's not the way I want to strengthen my body for regular life. And then know, oh, I should probably lift my chin up a little bit, right? If your shoulders are up here, even if my shoulders are up there, yell at me. That's where mine are all the time. Slide the shoulders down. So it's a good way to remind yourself just to be in that neutral form. Send me any emails or texts or whatever if you have any questions, and I can help with any modifications, or if you have any suggestions for other 20-minute classes you want to do. Otherwise, lengthen through the crown of your head, reaching up through the ceiling. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, interlace your fingers and push your back out, rounding your spine. Inhale, bring them back up. You can let go of your core now. Exhale, bring your elbows down and slightly behind you. You're making a bit of a W. You can gently lift your neck towards the sky too, just a gentle little stretch. Inhale, lengthen it up. One more time, round it through. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, squeeze. Expanding the chest. Relax your arms back to that neutral. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arms across. Give yourself a big hug. Excellent job. Come back to this video anytime you want a little reminder of the, I don't want to say basic moves, but like the proper alignment for a lot of the moves. Come back to this one. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.